Look at this damn torchlighter, bro. It's like freaking. This thing was made on the sun. Ooh, look at that. So humans are nature's animals. We are the real animals. And why is that? We have so many vices. We have drugs. We have alcohol. The animal world, I don't think they have mental health issues. I think only humans, only man has mental health issues. I don't know. I could be wrong. Before we begin, guys, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time that I post a new video. And if you got anything you want me to react to, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this extremely titled woman goes insane when kicked out of a bar.
On August 27th, 2024, police were called to a local bar after a woman repeatedly refused to leave. The owner had already warned her multiple times before officially trespassing her, but she wouldn't budge. When officers arrived, they told her she had to go, but instead of complying, she fixated on getting a glass of water, ignoring every warning. They even directed her to a nearby speedway, but she wouldn't listen. Her behavior shifted from polite to confrontational, throwing out bizarre accusations while refusing to leave. As the officers tried to de-escalate, she kept pushing the situation further. What happened next turned a simple trespassing call into absolute chaos, and it only got worse from there.
Leave the property.
The guy with a key
there is a
Pompadour.
speedway where you can get water right now. What are you not understanding? Do you want your dog to go to the animal shelter?
No, I just want water.
Then you need to leave. What will happen is you're going to go to jail and your dog is going to go to the shelter. That's what's going to happen.
Save the dog.
Water?
Save the dog.
Not getting water. Get off the property.
The officers make it clear she's trespassed and must leave the bar. But instead of acknowledging their commands, she latches onto one demand: water. Over and over, she insists she just wants a glass. The officers, trying to keep things simple, suggest she head to the nearby speedway where she can get water herself. But she doesn't take the hint. One officer even offers to bring her water, on the condition that she leave immediately. Still, she refuses.
Guess who gave me water?
I did. What was your name? What was your name? Thank you. Have a good night.
A lot of arrest could be avoided if you just listen. They're not just going to show up and ask you to leave a bar unless the manager or somebody at the bar asked them to tell you to leave. And they're doing their job and they're telling you to leave. And they cannot leave until you leave. But because she wants to save face, she wants to look like the hard ass, she's going to be the Karen.
The game's not going for generations and generations. Because we already know.
Ma'am, you're gonna end up going to jail. Just leave, and then nothing happens.
Go to jail.
Yes.
Oh
Then,
my God.
her behavior takes a bizarre turn. She suddenly locks onto one officer's name, Washington. Over and over, she calls him by name, as if trying to get a reaction. But that's just the beginning. Out of nowhere, she accuses the officers of gang stalking, a conspiracy theory claiming people are secretly followed and harassed by organized groups. The officers try to keep things professional, but the conversation quickly spirals into nonsense.
I'm sorry.
But you're wrong.
I'm sorry, because I'm yelling right now. I literally only wanted. You were disrespectful to me. You're acting like a Karen.
What's your name, ma'am?
When it comes to Karens,
Karens come in all shapes, sizes, and color.
you know how, I'm sorry, stereotypical Karens go? Do you know how stereotypical Karens go?
Listen, I really
I'm
don't
sorry.
want you to
I'm
go
sorry, hold on. Let me come
I'm
correct.
over here. Look.
Hold on, I'm sorry, mommy.
Look at your baby.
But let me come correct.
She's talking to the
You
dog.
were leaving on
But
me.
stereotypical Karens.
Oh my God.
1 second, she's apologizing, acting politely. Next, she's back to making accusations. She even starts complimenting the officers, only to immediately follow up with confrontational remarks. It's a roller coaster of mixed emotions, making it impossible to predict what she'll say or do next. The officers remain calm, but they know this isn't going to end easily. What started as a simple trespassing call is now becoming a test of patience. And just when they think they've seen it all, she takes things to an entirely new level. The officers have had enough. They've given her every chance to walk away, but she still refuses to leave. Now, they lay it out clearly. If she doesn't go on her own, she's going in handcuffs. That's when she starts shouting, claiming she's being set up. Her voice rises, her gestures become more frantic, and she starts looking around as if someone else is orchestrating the entire situation.
You're kidnapping me! And guess what? Augusta, Georgia was the only place, but now you are about to
Put
be
your feet.
kidnapped. Ow!
Georgia.
Ow!
Feet in the
Ow! My fucking, you're breaking my motherfucking
Put your feet
kidnap!
in the
Kidnap! Kidnap!
Georgia is Florida's little cousin when it comes to crazy people. It's Florida #1 for craziness, and then Georgia.
What am I being retained for?
Bro,
And
what
did
are you
read
drinking?
my rights? Did you read me my rights? Ah!
The officers move in to make the arrest, but she doesn't go quietly. She thrashes, pulling away as they try to secure her wrists.
Damn, that's an
When she
officer.
yells something that takes the situation to another level. "I'm being kidnapped." It's a phrase meant to draw attention, to paint herself as the victim, despite the clear reality that she's
That's
the
a
one
big-ass
refusing to
officer.
comply.
God, dog, man, that girl's big.
Ma'am, stop!
No, you are illegally forcing me. You are illegally forcing me.
Maybe I'm taking that wrong. Illegally forcing me. You can make someone do it, and you're not forcing them anymore. Hey, do this. You're not forcing them. I don't know. Whatever. But she's out of her mind.
You don't like a poor boy.
You want this? Get your feet in.
Nigga, how would you want your daughter to be treated? What did I do wrong?
As they try to get her into the patrol car,
What did
Emily
I do
shifts
wrong?
focus. She starts talking about her dog, panicking over what will happen to it. The officers reassure her, but she isn't listening. Her panic turns into full-blown hysteria. She screams, "They're going to kill me!" A desperate, dramatic attempt to resist going into the vehicle. The officers remain firm, trying to contain the chaos. But at this point, the entire situation has spiraled far beyond a simple trespassing complaint. Now, it's a full-fledged scene, and she's making sure everyone in the area hears it. Even after all the warnings and all the chances to leave, she still won't cooperate. The officers try to get her into the patrol car, but she fights back with everything she has, kicking, twisting, anything to avoid going inside. Then, things take an even more serious turn. She allegedly bites one of the officers. That's when their
Oh.
patience finally runs out. They work quickly to restrain her, making sure she can't hurt
They're
anyone.
You don't stop.
Tell me, what did I do wrong? Just tell me, please.
You get in the car, I'll tell you.
Can you bend her knee?
Nice as I can be.
What did I do?
If you go underneath the back of the leg, like just pop it and then push it.
I say this a lot because I saw this with my own eyes. I worked in different countries, right? I travel around working. I worked in Africa, in Chad. And I always tell a story when that officer slapped that guy. He didn't even arrest him. He just slapped the dude because the officers were trying to take care of a situation where the guy didn't pay his bus thing. I don't know what it was because they were speaking in their language, but it was something with the bus. The bus driver was telling the officer, this guy didn't pay. He just got on over there, like in my country in Chad and a lot of countries. When the buses come, some people hang off the sides. The buses be full as hell. Them shocks. I don't know what kind of shocks they got, but I need those for my car. They got people sitting and packed inside and people outside hanging on the bus, but they pay somehow, right? So I guess this guy didn't pay. The cops came and the cop was trying to figure everything out and he slapped the guy because the guy got belligerent. Nobody was filming. This was only a few years ago. Everybody had cell phones. If there was 1,000 people, 2,000 phones would have came out to film. But nobody filmed, right? Even I had my phone and I was like, nah, I don't see no phones. I'm not filming this. So the cop just slapped the hell out of this dude. Bow. Didn't even arrest him. Just slapped him. I mean, slapped him. Had this been in Africa, bro, in Chad, and I don't know what other country, but I know in Africa, that foot, it would have closed the door one time on it just to have her scream. And I promise you that foot would have been in that car. We got it good, man. Grass ain't always green on the other side.
You know what I mean? Like pop the bottom of the knee, push it in as I'm pushing.
Pull your feet in. Pull your
They
feet
would have,
in.
yo,
I'm
that foot
trying
would have
everything
been
not to
finished.
get this way.
Please tell me what I did wrong.
You got it?
Please
Hang
tell
on.
me.
She got
Tell
both
me
feet.
what I did wrong.
She got some big ass
How about
feet.
now?
God damn, she got about 13 inches of foot there, man. Damn. She got some good arches though.
Tell me what I did wrong.
After a chaotic struggle, the officers finally managed to get her into the car. But even from inside, she's still shouting, still calling them names, still refusing to accept reality. When it's all over, she's looking at serious charges: trespassing, resisting arrest, and multiple counts of battery on law enforcement officers. The case is still pending in court, but one thing is clear. What started as a simple trespassing complaint quickly escalated into something far worse, all because one woman refused to leave when asked. Her erratic behavior only made things worse. Now, she's in legal trouble, and the case is still pending. What do you think? Should the officers have handled it differently, or was this outcome unavoidable? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
There was no other way to handle that. This was pretty cut and dry. And trust me, let me tell you, I've been in uses of force, and I say this all the time when I watch these videos. The police do not want to get in the use of force. These guys right now, they got to go back and write this report. All of them got to write the report. Even if there was an officer standing there who didn't participate, he has to write a report. They don't want to do that. That's why people think officers just want to come and do this and that. No, they don't, bro. Trust me. Even in the jail, it was the same protocol. We did not want to write reports. We did not want to get into use of force. Every use of force will be an investigation, depending on what level it was. But at a minimum, you're going to have to write reports, and that takes up a lot of time. And you're not going home until that report is written. They don't want to do this, man. They want to go home. If she would have left, nothing would have happened. They would have called in on the radio, or, hey, everything's taken care of. She went home. But when it comes to this, I think they handled it right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And then, again, if you got anything you want me to react to, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And as always, I will see you on the next smoke.